The irreverent humor and boundary-pushing satire as we delve into the most audacious moments from the iconic animated series. From controversial themes to audacious punchlines, discover why South Park is the master of crossing comedic boundaries.
Fellow students, as you know, an internet troll by the name of SkankHunt42 has been harassing women and girls by making degrading comments on our school message board.
A touching Easter story emerged in South Park, leaving hearts heavy and minds fascinated. When young Stan started questioning his beliefs, he began a life-changing journey.
Real.
You know so little.
Stan discovered a bizarre plot as he followed his curiosity. Bunnies, the Vatican, and even his father, Randy, were caught in this confusing story. Their beliefs were shaken by long-buried secrets. Truth revealed a sad past. St. Peter, a rabbit, was the first pope, unbeknownst to the world. This realization launched Randy and his pals into a terrifying ordeal, pursued by the church's menacing presence. Kyle and the group were in danger in the Vatican, imprisoned with Jesus. The innocent bunny and his faithful friends seemed to be in danger as the new pope prepared a nasty stew. They understood there was only one way to save the world. The clock ticked as darkness loomed, dimming the chances of success and throwing a gloomy pall over their courageous effort. In this intriguing and heartbreaking episode, South Park's residents wrestled with faith, truth, and sacrifice against the backdrop of a weird Easter celebration. South Park, where boundaries are strained, has a remarkable event. Stem cells bring sadness.
Guys, I think we better stay out of this one.
Yeah, this is starting to look like something we shouldn't be any part of. Let's go play with trucks or something.
Reeves' life is great. Stem cells give him hope, as the episode shows. South Park's touching scenes show how stem cells altered Reeves. A regular occurrence becomes a heartbreaking addiction story. The fetal siphon gives him superpowers. His archenemy stops the chaos. Good and evil clash in a dark world where tampering with nature has frightening effects. South Park examines science's negative effects on a promising life. The writers expertly weave a story on ethics and human fragility. South Park's climax questions progress versus danger. Characters and viewers' emotional journeys are memorable. In this thought-provoking episode, South Park reminds us that even in a world of humor and satire, there are periods of tremendous melancholy and reflection, and not all stories have a happy ending. This intriguing program will shock and dismay viewers, tugging at their heartstrings. Father Maxey, the town's priest, bravely addresses church-related child abuse.
Well, sure, that's easy for you to say. Your son's dead. But those of us with alive children need to be sure that Father Maxey is on the up and up.
His laudable endeavor takes an unexpected, stormy turn, leaving him with a difficult moral decision. Cartman, known for his mischief, discovers a curious physical phenomena on the other side of this sad story. South Park undergoes a strange revolution when he discovers he can poop via his mouth after eating. Medical scientists realize that this unusual excretion method benefits the body. South Park adapts to a new lifestyle while Father Maxey searches for old writings for answers. Their new excretion method is disgusting and hilarious, leaving spectators in stitches. The episode explores the human condition via grief and hilarity as the villagers deal with their different experiences. This episode is captivating, touching, and unforgettable. In a somber tale of Christmas, South Park couldn't resist stirring up holiday mischief. The outcome was both haunting and captivating. Stan found himself ensnared within a whimsical Christmas fable where he encountered a myriad of endearing Disney-like creatures. They besieged him for assistance in rejoicing their own version of Christmas. Reluctantly, Stan decided to aid the creatures and embarked on an extraordinary journey alongside them. Slowly, he helped construct a manager to welcome their anticipated savior. However, the narrative took a dark turn and chilling twist as it unraveled the creatures' true intentions. Shockingly, they sought not the birth of the Son of God, but the emergence of the dreaded Antichrist. Amidst a violent and gory spectacle, Santa Claus intervened to save the spirit of Christmas. As the plot thickened, the revelation unfolded that the entire fable was narrated by Cartman, which accounted for the eerie and unsettling ending that left viewers in suspense. Kyle, on the other hand, was merely teasing, for all turned out well in the end. Yet, the haunting imagery of the twisted Christmas fable lingered, leaving a bittersweet aftertaste in the hearts of those who bore witness to this haunting Yuletide saga. South Park couldn't resist poking fun at the human centipede, in a world where nothing is off limits. They used the chance to tell a dark, fascinating drama about digital privacy and a peculiar, unnerving series of events. Kyle unwittingly joined Steve Jobs terrifying the human centipede in the digital era. Accepting Apple's terms and conditions without hesitation led him down an unexpected road. Imagine this. Kyle and an Asian man are chained together and forced to eat inexplicably. The hauntingly comical scene leaves an unforgettable trace of sadness and strangeness. South Park effectively blends dark comedy and sorrowful moments to remark in society. This episode challenges viewers to face their darkness while making them laugh and cry. The Human Centipede is a South Park masterwork that blends humor and sadness, leaving viewers with a range of emotions and a poignant reflection on the human condition. When the camera swings to Cartman and South Park's lovely mountain town, a storm of emotions begins to form. As the audience fades, tension builds. Randy Marsh appears in the episode. His arrival unnerves the town's citizens, who nervously await the resolution of a delicate problem. The scenario quickly escalates as apprehension builds. The story's twists and turns get more chaotic, reflecting the protagonist's emotions. South Park residents faced a troubling question once the internet disappeared. In overlogging, the town's path took a sad turn due to this mystery. The program revealed our evil side, especially our dependence on technology. The town's internet outage caused South Park-style anarchy. The townspeople fled to a camp with internet rumors in their desperate search for access. Randy, who had overwhelming impulses, sneaked into the connection room to satisfy them. Tragically, this temporary indulgence attracted curious onlookers, worsening the situation. Randy justifies his actions, but the town's melancholy truth remained. The internet's absence was insurmountable, displaying their dependence on emptiness. The episode explored the terrible melancholy of a world without the internet, where the virtual connections that tied humanity were abruptly cut. The anecdote reminded us of how technology affects our emotions. Events in South Park shocked the nation. Randy Marsh flopped on a national game show. Chaos ensued as usual. The once-loved character got into trouble when he said a nasty phrase on live television, prompting anger across the nation. The tragedy was not just the public's anger, but also Randy's obliviousness to the gravity of his acts, anxiously trying to distance himself from the moniker. Despite the sadness and laughter, a surprise awaited. Randy found others in the same situation, linked by their struggles. They navigated a rough route that mixed laughter and tears to halt the discrimination they believed they were enduring. South Park stretched boundaries beyond conception. The sad and terrible story left the audience frightened and captivated. South Park had again touched its faithful viewers with emotions no other show dared to explore. In this riveting episode, South Park focuses on paparazzi and their dog pursuit of celebrities, including Britney Spears. A priceless, compromising photo of the young pop singer surfaces. The boys play Britney's children to get it. Their deception works, but Britney's anguish is almost intolerable, and the story takes a dark turn. In a cruel twist, Britney survives a shotgun blast in South Park. She survives, but horribly deformed. The paparazzi's ravenous desires and her manager's avarice add to her melancholy atmosphere. The boys try to save Britney from the press, but they discover the brutal truth of being a pop star. Their journey is full with emotional struggle and empathy for fame's price. The narrative paints a melancholy picture of the toll an unscrupulous industry takes on superstars, making the audience reflect on the cost of success. South Park began in a little Colorado town, and the audience knew they were in for a wild adventure. The show's satire peaked when it poked fun at Indiana Jones creators Steven Spielberg and George Lucas. This time, their activities against the beloved franchise were punished. South Park's cheeky youngsters were tired of Spielberg and Lucas dismantling Indiana Jones. With a determined lawyer and local police, they sought justice. The filmmakers were arrested and faced the repercussions of their misdeeds. The episode's climax was sad. The once admired creators suffered the consequences of their missteps as the story progressed. As the program showed the fallibility of even the entertainment industry's brightest minds, the episode's sadness resonated. South Park's conclusion pushed storytelling boundaries and evoked melancholy. The audience contemplated the cost of fame and the consequences of one's deeds, even for Spielberg and Lucas. It reminded us that every choice has repercussions, and even satirical comedy may be painful. Thanks for watching. Kindly subscribe to our channel for more.